Hey guys, what's up? I am now here with a $2 million pack opening. This will be my first 2K video ever, so it'll be kind of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it, for freaking crying out loud. I have probably some of the worst pack luck you ever see, so this could either be a nice change of pace, something pretty impressive in a good way, or more likely pretty impressive in a bad way. But to counteract my bad pack luck, what I've done is I've got 2 million VC. So theoretically, with 220 so packs, I'm bound to get a good pull. I'm looking for maybe like a Hakeem, a Moses Malone, a Michael Jordan would be pretty cool, but I know that's not going to happen. I'm not having super high expectations for that. But yeah, let's dive right into it. Now, these all-time scoring packs, from what I hear from my friends and online, it seems like the odds are a lot less than the Dunkers packs. So I would advise, if you're looking to just straight up convert a good VC to MT ratio, you try the Dunkers packs instead of these. I know a lot of people who have pulled maybe a million without getting one or two good rubies, or rubies at all. I know one person pulled 400,000 and didn't get a ruby, so be warned with these packs. I don't know if they're the best to spend with your money as far as bang for buck goes. Now, I haven't got one yet, but another thing I've noticed with these packs is when you're opening them, I don't think you should open them. Oh, there we go. All right, we got a ruby. Let's see what we get. It's gonna be, who is it? Oh my God, Kobe Bryant. That's a good start. That's a good start right there. A Ruby Kobe. That's nice. I actually had Ruby Kobe at one point, but his price, went up to 250,000, so I pretty much sold him back then. So it's cool to get him back in the lineup. Now, for Ruby Kobe, I don't know. His price is probably going to tank due to these packs, but more so due to the Dunkers packs. Because let's be honest, I mean, Dominique and Clyde Drexler are better cards, and they're cheaper, So Ruby Kobe, I don't see him being in too high demand these days. So, I mean, yeah, it's a good pull. I'll probably get 30, 40K off it, but more likely I'm going to hold him until these packs disappear and then try to sell them later for a bigger profit. But I'm not going to talk about these packs. This isn't live, by the way. Yeah, it was actually kind of late at night when I was opening these, so I couldn't really be loud. So it's not a big deal or anything. But, I mean, you guys can see the packs being opened anyway. I'd rather talk about the shape of the 2K economy and maybe things we can improve as far as my team goes for next year. Now, as you know right now, the Dunk the Funk packs just came out, and the ratings were pretty ludicrous as far as the cards go. There's a nice Hondo right there, my second ruby within my first 125K. I mean, that's pretty satisfactory for me. I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, so the Ruby Dunk packs came out, and a lot of people are saying the cards are overpowered, which is absolutely true. A 99 center is too good offensively and defensively, with 99 vert too. It gets a lot more blocks than the ratings indicate. And the problem with this, as far as the economy, is a lot of people opened these 99 dunk packs, the dunk packs with the 99 speed quickness, hoping to get these overpowered cards, but the drop rates weren't that great. I would think maybe 1 or 2 per 200K, let's say, but the gold rates were amazing. People got golds like crazy trying to get these overpowered dunkers, and you almost have to have one to be competitive in a road to playoffs game these days. So that caused a huge flux of gold cards in the market, obviously, and now they're, 2,000 per gold. So outside of maybe 5 golds, let's see, Curry, Harden, I don't know, LeBron, Durant, I'm sure there's one more. Maybe like a Melo Kobe, something like that. Outside of those, you might as well quick sell all your golds at this point as the market stands. And I know a lot of people are buying golds thinking the market's going to go back up, but I don't see that being the case. There's no reason for it to go up, because if you think about it, everyone has a lot of the golds they need, and if they didn't before, they certainly do now that they're 2,000. Oh my God, another Kobe. 2 Kobe's. I don't know. I might not spoil anything, but we're going to see a lot of that. A lot of Ruby Kobe's in this pack opening. Just everywhere. He's like my BFF after this. I could probably make a clone army of Ruby Kobe's. But anyway, so yeah, the gold market, I don't see it coming back. Mainly because there's no way for cards in this game to disappear. Once they get in the game, outside of someone quick selling them, there's no collections to complete which take them. There's no special challenges where you use up these gold players and you get a nice Sapphires reward. There's just no demand for these players anymore. And yeah, that's why I wouldn't advise buying, outside of maybe LeBron, any gold players thinking their prices are going to go up dramatically. But yeah, let's get back to the opening. I'm actually off to it's a pretty good start so far. We've gotten what 2 or 3 Ruby Kobe's. We've gotten a Ruby Hondo, and yeah, that looks like par for the course. If you get a lot of low tier Rubies, you're doing pretty well with these openings. And yeah, but as far as these packs go, less golds than Dunk the Funk for sure. But Ruby percentages I would say is about the same. However, I would say that you get lower Ruby players, lower tier being Hondo, Dirt, Kevin Garnett, Kobe, way more often than the higher tier players, to a much greater extent than say the Dunk the Funk packs. And the Dunk the Funk packs, you know, yeah, you could get Griffin. I got my first Dunk the Funks. I did a huge pack opening. I didn't record or anything, but I got 6 Dominique Wilkins in a row. Not like in a row as in 6 packs straight, but I pulled them within like 300k probably. I pulled 6 Dominique Wilkins, which is insane, but he's higher tier of those packs to an extent. And these packs, there's only 2 Michael Jordans on the market, 1 Moses Malone. I mean, yeah, the higher tier Rubies, super rare, probably not very likely to pull. Honestly, in this pack opening, I didn't go into it expecting to pull really anything. I expected to maybe get about 4 or 5 low tier Rubies and call it a wrap. And you know, some people have crazy luck, but I am not one of them when it comes to 2K. So there is that. And I'm on PC, by the way, if anyone was wondering. So the market used to be a lot more expensive in terms of getting rare cards than Xbox and PS4. However, now it's kind of equalized out. I'm not really sure why that is or why that may be, because I don't think the 2K PC community has really gotten any bigger, at least not to, obviously not to the level of Xbox One or PS4. So that's kind of odd. But yeah, I mean, I was very excited for this pack opening. I should probably go ahead and shut up now and let you guys watch it a little. That sounds like a good plan. So if you liked the video and seeing what pulls you can get in 2 million VC, I'm assuming this is going to be a pretty long video. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think my odds were par for the course or kind of below average, above average maybe. I don't know. I might go ahead and give away some spoilers in the description of what cards I get. There's another Ruby. I'm trying to get... This is mainly to show you guys the statistics behind the packs. You know, and do you think they're worth buying? And with VC, obviously, I don't think these Ruby packs... with MT, these packs definitely don't waste your money. But even with VC, you should never go into it expecting a great card, because the odds are just insane. I would presume the Jordan odds are by and far less than 1 in 500, if not much less than 1 in 500, probably closer to 1 in 1,000, judging by, you know, I'd say per Ruby pack release, there's probably about 5,000 to 6,000 packs released maybe, and you see about that many on the market, a little less sometimes, so that seems to be a good estimate of the odds of Michael Jordan. But yep, that's about all I have to say about, you know, these packs. And I guess, you know, maybe I could fill the void. You can mute me if you want at this point, I don't know. But maybe what we should do, or what we could want from 2K as far as my team goes next year to make this a more enjoyable experience. And I think the main thing that 2K, you know, is really lacking in this mode is just new content. And a lot of that stems from Road to Playoffs being too short. Or on PC, it's just hard to find people in the lower seeds. So a lot of people don't get into that, which exacerbates it. And then it takes, you know, on PC, the life is expanded a little just because how long it takes to meet somebody and actually get a game where somebody isn't using cheat engine or another exploit to end it quickly without even winning, which is another problem. And next year's 2K, there needs to be some sort of VAC anti-cheat. There's no reason why somebody using cheat engine should be able to not lose a game, should be able to turn up the sliders, should be able to create a noodly arm-looking character with a 20-foot wingspan in my park and get away with it, should be able to crash the my park servers at will. Stuff like that, you know, takes away from the already small PC community, and that would just be a huge thing for 2K to do for PC next year. And, you know, maybe it'll happen. I don't know. I think the 2K PC community is too small for them to actually care. So next year's 2K, probably going to advise get it on the Xbox or the PS4. no reason to do it on PC at this point, just mainly because of anti-cheat. But yeah, as far as RTTP goes, let's say you complete it, you get your Westbrook, and then it just loses its luster in terms of, sure, you can get like creative lineups and stuff, but as far as online gameplay, that's pretty much where it ends. Now, I think what would have been really cool to implement would be maybe like an actual playoff, like a tournament. You know, just a continuation where you face like 7 people in like a elimination series, and you keep doing it until, I don't know, maybe just give like a better card that's tradable, for example, so you can actually make a lot of money off it. I don't know, give like a tradable pink diamond. That would be a great way to release the pink diamonds instead of the current locker code system. You have like a tournament, you know, and maybe it's like a, I don't know, a 16 people per like little pink diamond bracket, and then you have a best of 7 game series for each person, you know, and then you have like a legit playoffs. And you can do this a lot of times. Maybe release, I don't know, 1,000 1,000 brackets for 1,000 pink diamonds, and that way, you know, you have them compete. The best person in each little tournament bracket wins a pink diamond. Maybe the top 4 people, you know, instead of who can type the fastest on Twitter. And you know, and they release it during school hours. Nobody has time to wait around all day. People got lives. People don't have time to sit at a keyboard. Kyle Korver, that's actually a great silver pull. But yeah, no one's got time to sit in keyboards waiting to type in codes when you could do it with gameplay. And I think that's only fair, that the people who play the game the best, the right way, get rewarded with the best players. Now, obviously, you know, cheesers included. Cheesing is a part of the game. Obviously, I'm not a big fan, but you can defend cheesing pretty easily. You know, I don't think 3-point zigzag cheesing is any better way to play than just using pick and roll with a 4-1 and finding a wide open 3-point shooter. You know, I think it's inferior. So, yeah, I think that would reward the better players, not the fastest typers, not the, I don't know, tweet deck users, copy and paste abusers. No reason to reward those players with pink diamonds in the future. And as far as pink diamonds go, I don't even know if I'm a huge supporter of them being in the game. Another Kobe Bryant, oh my god. Because, let's be honest, they're not, you know, they're more fantasy. I mean, sure, my team could be a fantasy mode. At this point, it might as well be with the Ruby packs. And I think pink diamond Michael Jordan shoots 96 from 3. That's too higher than the Sapphire Stephen Curry, who's the best shooter of all time, in my opinion. So if you take a look at that, that seems a little fraudulent. So, yeah, anyway, pink diamonds, that's a topic for another day. I'm not really going to get into that. But as far as content goes, there needs to be more online play, and I think getting pink diamonds would be a great way to extend the life of online play, like a tournament for pink diamonds. And challenges, there just needs to be more. 1 challenge a week, not going to cut it. You look at anything, FIFA, you look at Madden, hundreds of challenges. 2K, I don't know, 60. But the ones you can do without buying players with MT to even do them, like lineup restrictions, probably like 20. And yeah, totally unacceptable as far as content goes. Domination, it would be cool if you could maybe get the rewards again after playing it. That might give it some replay value. Maybe have like a 3 replay limit to the rewards you can get. Because nobody plays Domination once they get past the All-Star game. And even in Domination games, they have such a restriction on how you can play the game due to the way the MT points are awarded. You pretty much have to spam post fadeaways to get enough MT points anyway. So that just kind of makes it boring off the start. So there's no reason to replay it when you're forced to have such a game style like that. But yeah, it's going to be a long video, as you guys can tell. Kind of insane. I just kind of went crazy with these packs because Jordan, I'm a North Carolina grad, and I just love MJ. And that MJ in particular is the one card. If I get this Ruby MJ in this opening, I'm not even going to go for pink diamond MJ. What's the point? Why waste my time seeing that quantity reach limit screen when I don't have to? But yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's be honest here. I'd like to hear also, you know, maybe leave in the comments what your luck is with 2K, and do you think there is a strategy to opening packs? Because I have noticed these things. I'm sure this is superstition and trends, but what I've noticed is, at least with these Ruby packs, is if you take breaks and say, I don't know, open 200K and then sit down, maybe go out, go take a jog, go to the gym, go to the store, go to work, come back, and you open another 200k later. The first 200k of these packs tends to be pretty hot for me. Like, I'll get almost all my rubies within the first 200k, and if you see in this video, I am taking breaks and then starting it again. And I don't know, give it a try, guys. Let me know if that method works. That might be the best pack opening method, because I don't know, ruby packs seem to be hot at the beginning and then just get ugly. Like, if you're opening a string of bad packs, maybe no rubies and 200k and 300k, I would advise just stopping, taking a break, going again, because that seems to be the way to do it. And yeah, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut up now and let you guys enjoy the rest of the opening. I said that before, but this time I think it's for real. And let me know what you think. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post in the description what percentage of cards I got were rubies, and then what percentages of my gold were good golds, and what percentage of my silvers were silvers that you could sell, and give you guys an idea of the pack odds, and then you can decide for yourself whether you think it's a viable reason to purchase VC for these packs. And anyway, thank you for watching, and enjoy this hella huge pack opening, and I hope it's enlightening to you guys as far as pack odds go. And it was definitely fun to open them for me. And, you know, as a spoiler, even though I didn't get anything extremely huge, I definitely got an army of rubies. I probably have enough rubies for 5 accounts at this point. And, you know, it's not bad. You can't really hope for much more. I'm pretty happy with this pack opening. But anyway, take it easy, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. If you haven't muted me by now. Anyway, take it easy. Have a good one.